Morning students. In the previous video we have studied about the classification based on occurrence. So in that we have studied about natural resources, and now we will continue with man-made resources. So resources created by human beings to satisfy their needs are known as man-made resources that are created by human beings. Examples we have so many examples. You can see roads around there, hospitals are there, schools are there, machinery is there. You can see that these resources are essential for us, but they are also developed from natural resources. So how is it possible to develop a resource by human being? Human being can create a resource only when human being has some natural resources. The quality and quantity of the people of a country determine its human resource. Even human beings are resource. We all are a resource. But the quality and quantity is very important for us to become a resource. Healthy and well educated people contribute to their respective societies in positive way. If we are healthy and if we are well educated, in this time, in this lockdown, in this time of a pandemic, you are well aware that how important is your health and education. If we are well educated and if we are healthy, we will provide positivity towards the society. And if we are not healthy, if we are malnutrition, and if we are illiterate, we will not be able to contribute something to the society, because we will not be able to do anything. Suppose I am a teacher. For being a teacher, what I am doing, I am contributing it to my society. I am making you learn something. So अगर मैं ही एजुकेटेड ना होती एंड इवन और लोग भी एजुकेट ना होते, हाउ दे विल बी एबल टू एजुकेट यू पीपल? So there are examples of two countries, Japan and Africa. In Japan, they do not have much resources. They do not have much natural resources, but they have used human resource. They have made their population skilled and educated, so they are developed. And in Africa, they have rich resources. They have rich natural resources, but their population is not skilled, their population is not educated, their population is not healthy. That's why they are lagging behind. Now, classification based on the development of resource. So this is very important. This is divided into two: potential and actual resource. So what are potential resources? Those resources we can estimate that they are there, but we have not found them clearly. We can guess that that beneath Himalayas, that under Himalayas, there could be a huge treasure of petroleum. We can guess, but we have not seen that actually. That's why they are known as potential resources. And what are actual resource? We know about them. We clearly know about them. Their quality, their quantity is known to us. For example, you can see Saudi Arabia. Oil reserves are there and we all are well aware of them. Now, sustainable development and conservation. In the time you are living, the main question is about sustainable development and conservation of resources, conservation of energy, conservation of forest, conservation of wildlife, soil. These all questions are of very very important. So you are supposed to read these things again and again. So firstly, what is sustainable development? Meaning of sustainable development is that take place without damaging the environment. We are growing, we are developing, but we are not damaging the environment. It meets the needs of present without compromising the needs of future generations. Means we are fulfilling our needs also, but we are leaving something for the future generation as well. Therefore, resources should be utilized judicially. Rationally, they must be utilized. No reckless use. So that after fulfilling our present requirement, we can save them, we can conserve them for our future generation. So it is essential that we, to conserve these resources, what should we do? Use all renewable resources judicially, minimize the depletion of natural resources, conserve the varied species. We must conserve all the species on the earth because every species has its own role to play and every role is of equal importance. The use of resources varies from one country to another. अब क्या है, in countries it is not like कि in the same manner we use our resources. There is a difference also. Due to technology and skilled human resource, the developed countries like United Kingdom and USA make optimum use of resources. So they have skill, they have technique, so they can use their resources fully. But developing countries like India, we have resources, but the thing is that we are not able to use them completely. Rapid population growth, so it is a problem. When population will grow, then the resources will be used recklessly, burden will be there on the resources. So there is a degradation, means the it declines, overuse declines the resources. For example, overutilization of soil has resulted in the depletion of the fertility of soil in many parts of the world. So in many parts of the world soil क्या हुई है, it depleted. Thus there is an urgent need to maintain a balance between population, resource planning, and conservation. It is not like that we will stop using resources, but proper planning is required. As we all know, we have a high population, so we must plan our resources like the situation we are facing. Conservation, very important. What is the meaning of conservation? It means sustainable and optimum utilization of resources. Means we should sustain them and we should rationally use them. जितनी ज़रूरत है उतना ही. We must realize that nature and its resources are not only ours. They are not only ours. We are not the owner of them. We are just using them with the time. And then we will go and others are going to use them. So they also belong to the future generation that is about to come. So what we should do, we should follow 5 R's. R, alphabet R: reduce, reuse, recycle, refuse, and rethink. Means reduce our needs or greeds, reuse again and again we should use, recycle, if that is of no use then we should recycle that, refuse to use, then rethink, thinking again and again. So that is the thing, we should use them according to our need, not to our greed, because greed can never be fulfilled. Now these keywords are very very important. Now let's begin with the exercise. Future generations will depend on solar energy because it is inexhaustible resource. Inexhaustible is the correct answer. Which one of the following resource can be recycled? That is gold. All the abiotic resources include non-living things. Available resources which are not being tapped fully for the time being are called potential resources. Which one does not promote conservation of resources? That is, use as much resources as required. Now these fill in the blanks. Number 1, the answer is resources can be used again and again after processing. Number 2, the answer is natural and Man-made. You can read the question and then put the answer in that. With the advancement of technology, availability of capital and skilled labor are necessary for resource utilization. Developed countries are economically self-sufficient and technically advanced. The potential resources need a detailed survey for estimating their quantity and quality. Now, we are supposed to write a technical term. Any material which is used to satisfy human needs, that is the resource. Resources which cannot be renewed, they are non-renewable resources. Resources which are created by human beings, they are man-made resources. The resources which are surveyed and developed, they are actual resources. Sustainable and optimum utilization of resources, that is known as conservation. And these questions I will solve them by my own, and I will send them to school, and they will upload that on the in the website in assignment slot. You can check it on that in 1 or 2 days. Then map skill will be done by me. You can copy it afterwards. So that is all for today, and in the next video we will start the new chapter, and that will be from your history portion. Thank you. Have a nice day, students.